What's in the bag? So everything you see on YouTube is not real, you guys.
So after the 2 breakdowns and all the hiccups that we had in a Portuguese road trip, somehow we are brave enough to take on another trip to France and possibly cross the border to Italy. We are 400 meters away from the French border. And we made it to France! Bonjour! Bonjour!
So we have made it all the way to Pau. I think that's how you pronounce it. For now it's time to go to bed. We've had a long day of driving and we'll catch you in the morning. So good morning guys, we have woken up here in Pau and we are on a hunt for a SIM card so we can have data here in France. So let's go find a SIM card. Are you ready to use your French?
Yeah, I have to like dust it off. Is that how you say?
Bonjour!
Bonjour! Shane said, is there any Too Good To Go's around here? You know the app where you just pick up food that is not going to be sold? It was right beside us. Okay, so I just ordered it. So we have to go in here and see what we get. It's a surprise bag, so I'm hoping that we get a croissant. A French croissant. Let's go. No, there's like loads.
What's in the bag?
It's full of croissants.
Oh my god.
Chocolate. I want this one.
My god.
Oh my god, my mouth is watering.
So we've come to this campsite here outside Pau and we have filled our water, we've emptied our grey water and we've emptied our toilet, and here is Fergus over here. And Annie is just putting everything back together before we hit the road, and we are off to meet one of our subscribers that is also here in their T25 in France. Good morning guys, we have woken up here in 𝗪𝗔𝗓 and last night we actually slept beside one of our subscribers that also have a T3. You've seen it there in the video, and it's so nice to sit with the people that actually watch our videos. So now it's time to jump in the van, head towards the coast. So we have like a 4 or 5 hour drive.
And then I thought, actually. So there's Sean and Fiona leaving. We forgot to get a clip with them. I just said it. I was like, we never got a clip with them.
They are off.
Talking and talking and talking, and never got a clip.
And they are off to Morocco.
So we'd love to go there. But
and we are ate alive by mosquitoes. We are out all night outside, and look at down here. Annie's legs. My legs are absolutely destroyed. That's just from standing outside, and the hedges.
Yeah.
Horrible. Hit the road.
So we have just left 𝗪𝗔𝗓 and we are making our way to the coast. But before we get to the blue coast, we are going to put some petrol because diesel in France is way dearer than in
Our
Spain.
rent has suddenly gone up through the roof.
Let's put petrol here while we are in the Pyrenees. Oh sorry, yeah, let's put diesel here while we are in the Pyrenees, because I'd say by the coast it's going to be even dearer. So let's see what's the highest price we see in this trip. So far, today we're putting diesel at 188.
Gasol.
Yeah, gasol, the yellow. We're hoping we're putting in the right thing.
The OG subscribers will know that this here is our go-to meal when we're in the van.
It's actually class. Quick, easy.
And it's nicer than an oven.
Wouldn't go that far. Good morning from 𝗦𝗢𝗡. We slept in this campervan area here, surrounded by mountains, and today we are hoping to hit the coast, but before we hit the road, we have to do some van life duties.
So compared to Spain and Portugal, France is very, very expensive for everything. For food, for diesel, it is like ridiculously expensive compared to the other two. So we might cross the border back into Spain. Una, dos y tres. 4, 5.
Whoa, this is so good! So after the swim, while we have lunch, it's time to collect some wood. And we're gonna put the solar panel and the 𝗙𝗢𝗡𝗙𝗥𝗧 out here in front of the van, I think.
We're lucky Fergus is low.
Yeah, because for this bridge there's a 2.6 barrier, which I don't really understand. So we have just arrived to our park up and we have officially made it to the southeast of France. We are in the region of Vendôme, I don't know how to say it, but we have literally crossed the entire south of France.
What a drive. Fergus has made it. It's not done too bad.
No.
One thing we do notice about France is how expensive it is. So I'm sitting in here in the van and Annie asks for help and I turn around, she has the toolbox out and she is tearing into a little bit of work. I don't even know what she's doing.
But she has a hammer.
This can only go one way.
Really well.
No, not what I had in mind. So we woke up this morning and the van is sticky as anything because we parked right beside the sea. The breeze all night blowing against the van has made everything, even the steering wheel is sticky. So we are moving inland now to find a car park where we can clean everything down and not be sticking to the steering wheel.
We have found a petrol station that is under €2 a litre, so we are going to put some diesel in. It's 1.88. So we are doing a quick stop here in a little town and Shane is having a snack.
I'm having cereal.
Just here in the middle of France. So this is the technology that we have at the minute. We don't have a phone stand, so we have two cockers to hold Shane's phone.
That might look like a cinematic shot, but she's after giving out to me. So everything you see on YouTube is not real, you guys.
No, we actually do like each other. But I'm just tidying up the van and we had to use a hammer earlier on and it's literally just lying here.
Yeah.
Or was it?
You keep saying that. So as you have probably seen in our previous videos, we have been infested by mosquitoes on this trip and Flextail have sent us out their tiny mosquito repellent that we are going to be putting to the test. We've already been using it for 2 or 3 days and so far it has been working great, but tonight is the big test because we are parked right here alongside a canal and over to our right we have some sort of like swamp area, so I'm sure there's going to be mosquitoes. So hopefully tonight we have no mosquitoes and we're going to put this to the test and we'll let you know in the morning how it gets on.
No. Too many mosquitoes. This place is infested. There's clouds and clouds of them. Oh
Jesus.
Back to the van!
Dinner is ready.
Thank you.
we are in a bit of a predicament. See, we are here in like halfway through the south of France, and there's a storm coming.
Yeah,
and
it's mental.
It's getting really, really bad. France is so expensive,
and we don't want to do too many miles with this fuel tank and Fergus, because God knows.
So now, do we continue the 600 odd kilometers to Italy, or do we turn around and take a wee bit of a detour and go to our favourite place in 𝗏𝗧𝗪𝗏𝗧? We don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
I think Andy wants to go to 𝗏𝗧𝗪𝗏𝗧, and the weather is terrible here in France.
Yeah.
Let's go. So last night we had the 𝗦𝗡𝗢𝗅 set up inside the van. We had it in indoor mode, so not to allow any mosquitoes inside, and it worked. But last night we were absolutely surrounded by mosquitoes outside the entire van. After we were cooking our dinner, we had the lights on and the roof was up so we could see outside, and I'm not joking when I say it, but there was easily tens of thousands of mosquitoes hanging around outside the van. But thank God the 𝗦𝗡𝗢𝗅 worked and we didn't have any mosquitoes inside the van, and we had a lovely night's sleep. So we are going to leave it linked down below and you can go and check it out. And we also have 15% off it, so if you want to use the code 𝗬𝗎𝗍𝗍𝗍15, you can get 15% off the 𝗦𝗡𝗢𝗅 tiny mosquito repellent. Hey. Hey. That's one thing I miss about travelling in the van with no dog. You don't get to cuddle any animals.
So, like 3 videos ago, I showed you how I wash my hair in the van. In today's video, we're going to show you how Shane washes his hair in the van.
The thing is, with me, it takes 2 seconds, and I use like 2 cups of water. Welcome to Annie's hair salon.
Okay, so here I come to the rescue. Can we all take a moment to appreciate how I'm not pranking him? See, if this was Shane, he would do something like this.
Hey! That's how what? Video in front.
So we have left the coast and we finally turned around. So we have made it to the town of, once again, don't really know where we are.
Lost.
It's a beautiful little town. I'll tell you the name now. This is the name.
So we are here and the French drivers are absolutely insane. We thought Portugal was bad, but France is on a whole different level. And today we are doing 65 kilometers in the 70. Now bear in mind, this is an old Volkswagen, so it does not go fast. We're doing 65 in the 70, and this guy behind us in a lorry lay on the horn for a solid 30 seconds trying to get us off the road. There was no hard shoulder, there was nothing. The French drivers are just a bit impatient and they're quite annoying to deal with. So we're looking forward to get back to Spain. Like, don't get me wrong, France is absolutely beautiful, but just the prices of everything is out of this world. And we've met a couple of people now and they have also complained about the price. You just cannot live here in this price. Like, you are doing good if you find diesel for less than €2 a litre. Like in Spain we filled up for 1.55, so it's like a 45-cent difference on a litre of diesel. It's quite a lot.
I'll go out and check, will I?
Yeah.
Keep going. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, it's good. That's one of the things that we love the most about Fergus. We fit anywhere.
So we have woken up here in this part of France. Not too sure what it's called, but we are going to be crossing the border back into Spain today. So this is our last day in France, and it's been a cloudy morning, so we haven't been up to much. But now it's time to hit the road, jump into Fergus, and make our way to Spain. Are you ready to make it back to your homeland?
Yeah, please take me back.
Why do you want to leave?
Because France is unsafe there. Drivers are very impatient. It's not for us. At least this part of France. The Pyrenees part, love it.
Over here is Spain.
Yeah, behind that mountain.
Vamos!
We are 900 meters away from the border, back to the motherland. Back into Spain. The checkpoint in the border. España!
It's a hard work.
Come on, Fergus. So we are gonna start doing a new thing in our videos, and we're gonna start picking out our favorite comment from the previous video. So our favorite comment from the previous video was from Ireland and Beyond 33. So if you want to be mentioned in one of our videos, make sure to drop a comment.